Donald Trump campaign advisor Corey Lewandowski, who, as we all know, worked on Trump's 2016 campaign, and then when everything went to hell for Trump this year, he brought Lewandowski back, and boy, things have just gotten worse for Trump since Lewandowski came back, huh? But anyway, Lewandowski went on CNN this week opposite host Jim Acosta, where Acosta eventually had to kick Lewandowski off of his program, not only for repeatedly lying about things, but also because he refused to pronounce Vice President Kamala Harris's name correctly. And this, of course, started a very testy exchange between the two before Lewandowski was eventually kicked off the program. So, in case you haven't seen it, here is how that went down. Take a look.
That border crossings are down. Isn't that also true?
Well, Jim, which facts are you going to go with? Are you going to go with some of the facts from CBP or all the facts from CBP? Well, which ones are you going with?
Well, we're going with the facts, Corey. I don't know about you, but I do want to ask you about something Trump said at a campaign stop in Milwaukee last night. He apparently confused the leaders of North Korea and Iran. Let's listen to this.
We had planned an outdoor rally, and it would have been amazing. And Washington would not get us. They said that we have to guard the United Nations, which meant the president of North Korea, who's basically trying to kill me. So they want to guard him, but they don't want to guard me.
Yeah, Corey, what is the former president talking about there? Why is he getting confused about that?
Well, I think the president was he meant to say the president of Iran, which is trying to kill him. We know there are credible threats against this president. We know that for sure. It has been widely publicized. And we know that until recently, this administration refused to give him the Secret Service protection that he should have been entitled to. And that's why there have been 2 attempted assassinations on his life. So, look, we need to do a better job as a government.
The Secret Service thwarted the second one. They thwarted
Jimmy
the
took
second
a bullet in the ear. He took a bullet in the ear because the U.S. Secret Service wasn't communicating with the people on the ground. Don't you think that is an epic failure? And when additional resources were asked for, but Jim, additional resources were asked for from the campaign, and they were denied by this administration until this man took a bullet for this country. I think that's an epic failure, and it goes to show you the politics of the top of the administration, whether it's Mayorkas or it's Kamala or it's Joe Biden. Donald Trump should have had additional resources.
What is this Kamala? It's Kamala Harris. Corey, you've been in this business a long time. I think you're a mature grown-up. It's Kamala Harris. Can you just say, can you say Kamala, or you cannot say Kamala?
Jim, can you admit 13,099 murders that have come into the country? You say you haven't.
Well, Corey, I appreciate you coming on. Maybe we'll have you back. Thanks for your time.
See, Acosta's mistake was assuming that Corey Lewandowski was a mature grown-up, right? If you went into that interview knowing that this is an immature piece of human garbage, you wouldn't have made that mistake. So I'll forgive you for it, but just understand that if you're ever talking to anybody from the Trump campaign, whether it's Stephen Chung, his spokesperson, who is just an absolute pile of crap, or Corey Lewandowski, or Chris LaCivita, or Susie Wiles, they're all bad, horrible, immature people, right? You just go into interviews with that assumption, with that in mind, it's going to make your life so much easier, I promise you. But Lewandowski, like Donald Trump himself, refuses to pronounce Kamala Harris's name correctly. Now, I will admit every now and then if I'm reading it, like from a quote or something, I will accidentally mispronounce it and I will correct myself because that name, in certain instances in media, Miss Marvel, is Kamala. So it is easy, like if you're just reading it quickly, to accidentally mispronounce it. But they do it intentionally. And that, of course, is a huge issue. And they're doing it as a sign of disrespect towards this woman who they're still angry is beating them. But there's another point. And this is a point that, by the way, pisses me off that Acosta did not get into this. But Trump has brought it up multiple times this week, and so Lewandowski tried to repeat it there. The 13,099 homicidal maniacs convicted of murder that have come across the border during the Biden administration, according to Customs and Border Patrol, to ICE. They're like, these people are in this country, right? That report did come out. But what they're leaving out And what Acosta did not fact check him on, and oh my God, that changes the entire story, is the fact that this report from ICE, from Customs and Border Patrol, from the Homeland Security Department, said that, yeah, 13,099 convicted murderers are in this country from another country. What everybody leaves out is the fact that that report didn't say that was just during the Biden-Harris administration. No. That goes back over 30 years. 30 years. It includes, by the way, people that came across the border while Donald Trump was the president of the United States, and while George W. Bush was the president of the United States, and Barack Obama, and Bill Clinton, and George H.W. Bush. This is going back decades, not just the last 3.5 years. And every time I've seen anybody talk about that report or talk about Trump talking about it, nobody's mentioned that. So Trump has taken this report and condensed it from 30 to 40 years down to 3.5 years. And Lewandowski was repeating those debunked talking points, and Acosta didn't call him out on it. I'm glad he called him out on what he did call him out for, but come on, man. You got to do a little bit better than that. I'm glad you kicked him off your show, but you also got to call out the lies too, not just the disrespect. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.